Alright guys, here's a battle against Kozoi, and yeah, so we decided to rematch. We matched one time before and that battle failed completely, so we needed a rematch, and here it is. Yay! So I start off with my float cell and he starts out with some balloons, and I don't want to take fake out, so I go out into Barney. And Barney can take the fake out because it doesn't affect him, and yeah. And so I was thinking of using Will-O-Wisp, but then I thought, no, knockoff would be so much better. And he's like taunting me, like, ah, you can't Will-O-Wisp. I'm like, no, I can't, knock it off. He's like, oh no. And now you knock off his life orb. So now he's gonna do a turn in the shape of a U because he was sad from me knocking his life orb off. So I'm just gonna stay in her until he decides to switch, and I just kindly wait for him to switch because it's Barney. Barney is like nice in every kind of way. So he brings out Andre, and I'm like, payback is sweet, and I use payback. And payback is pretty awesome on Sableye because it has the ability stall, which makes it move last every turn. So yeah, I like switch out now because I do not want to take overheat to the face, and I'm just gonna go out into something to take a overheat with that thing being a Hulk smash. So he starts agilitying, which makes him double as fast, but since he can't really do anything to me, I'm pretty cool with that, so I just go for the head smash. But yeah, and he just takes some time to decide what to do, because and he uses air slash, and that does some good damage to me actually, because Moltres is epic and has life orb, and then I get a flinch. So I'm just gonna go for the waterfall now, because I know that waterfall can kill it at half health, and he brings out a rock roll, and waterfall does some pretty good damage at that, but it's not gonna be a 2 KO, and since earthquake is gonna be some damage on me, I do not want to stay in on that thing. So I'm just gonna switch, and I'm gonna switch into something that can take an earthquake, but it can't really take an earthquake because I didn't know. I need to remember that Donphan has 100 something base attacks, so it doesn't have that weak, its earthquake isn't that weak. So I bring out Walter because I know he can take stuff, and yeah, I'm just gonna, I want one Carmine because I wasn't even sure that, I don't know. So he uses Assurance, and that's get a crit, which is epic, and I use Carmine to get some stats up, and then I'm gonna use my Surf. Masurf, and yeah, so I go for Masurf, and yeah, and he's just gonna go for the earthquake, and he's a lot faster than me because Slowbro is amazingly slow because it's relaxed. So I use Surf, and that takes out the rock roll, which is pro. So yeah, and recovery leftovers. Yeah, anyways, he brings out something to take something, and he brings out the balloons, but I know that I can take a fake out from it because it doesn't have life orb anymore. So yeah, I get the flinch, and now it did nothing to me, and he uses a U-turn, and I don't even die because no life orb, and I just use Surf, and that's okay. And he brings out Derp, and that's an Hitmonchan. What am I saying? An Hitmonlee, and that does some good damage to it. And now he's just gonna take me out because pro. If I would be gay, I could have set up here, but I don't want to because he would have killed me. But since he's Psycho Punch, he wouldn't have killed me. But I don't care. I didn't see the life orb, so I thought that he was choice. So I bring out my Arbok, which is epic, and then he goes for the earthquake. I'm like, oh my god, I suck so hard, I can't even believe it. And he's derp, and I'm like, oh my god, I faint, and yeah, now I see life orb, oh my god, I'm so fail. So I'm gonna need to bring something out that can take anything from this thing, and that would be my epic physical wally thingy, Barney. Oh yeah. So I'm just gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp, because I don't know why, I could have gone for the knockoff, or simply the payback, but I went for the Will-O-Wisp. Thankfully it hit, and he dies. So that's pro. That's so pro. Barney is so pro. So overall pro-iness. He's at 111 HP because pro. So now he's gonna bring out Andre again, and I'm like, oh no, you're not gonna use agility again. You're not gonna attack me, but he attacks me. I'm like, oh no, you didn't. He's like, yes, you did, and I die. I'm like, no, Barney, I hate you. I'm gonna eat you alive now somehow. So I bring out Lacy because Lacy can take attacks, and yeah, and I'm just gonna use Thunder Wave. That's gonna do some good damage to that thing. He uses Air Slash that does like half, and he uses Thunder Wave, and yeah. And he's like, oh my god, why did you use Thunder Wave? I'm like, leftovers recovery, derp. And he's like, oh, I'm so pro. Okay. Psychic kills. Oh my god. Oh yeah, and I get 2 leftovers recovery instead of 1 because oh yeah, pro. And he brings out some balloons again, and I'm like, oh no, I do not take a fake out to the face, and I'm just gonna bring out a Hulk smash because he can take a fake out to the face. So he uses fake out, and that does nothing. And yeah, and I like get back all the health with leftovers, and I'm just gonna use like rock polish, and yeah, pro. And he does another turn, and he gets a critical hit. I'm like, oh no, you did not just get a crit on me. He's like, yes, I did. I'm like, oh no. So he brings out Akarath. Yeah, I don't know why I sound like that. Anyway, yeah, and I was thinking, oh no, I do not want a choice banded superpower to the face. But he doesn't use choice banded superpower. He uses substitute. I'm like, oh no, you didn't. Yes, he did. But thankfully, Lacey can take like pretty much anything he's gonna do against me. So I'm gonna use psychic, and he's gonna faint. No, his teddy bear is gonna faint, and he just ice punch, and that does a lot. And now he has Aqua Jet because fail. So I'm gonna bring out Head Smash, and I'm gonna Head Smash. Oh my god, is that real? Oh well. And he's gonna withdraw into Cresselia. I'm like, oh no, you did not just bring a Cresselia. He's like, yes, I did. I'm like, no. Oh my god, I hate these things. Broken ass crap, as he called them. And I had smash misses, and he kills me with psychic. I'm like, oh no, I would have gotten a crit, I know it. So good game, Koozie boy.